Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to play AWP on Dust 2 as a T in CS2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down in the comments below on what you want us to do next. By the way, we are doing free giveaways every month. In these giveaways, you can win various CS2 skins and free CS2 course access passes created by a Faceit level 10 coach who has experience in high tier CS2 teams. To sign up, simply visit the CS2 polls giveaway page and follow the instructions. Link is in the description. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. So let's begin by talking about the most effective positions that Ts can play with the AWP in Dust 2. Only half of the map is really effective for playing with the AWP on T side. You can rather hold middle from suicide, stay towards these positions in top mid, hold short as well. You can also play towards long. You can play a very good post plan with the AWP. You can also quickly and easily clear middle. And you can also watch the cross from CT towards double door. You can commit towards short. And you can hold lurkers. Playing in B side with the AWP is not very effective because this tunnel is a very narrow gap and the only way you can hold the angles is by holding them like so. However, most of the time CTs don't peek this angle too much. They mainly smoke it and then hold it from other positions, or they even hold this position with the AWP themselves. That's why it's not very good to play with the AWP towards B side. I'd rather stick to middle or long or short. When it comes to playing in suicide, it's very easy. You can just drop down in the start of the round and you can hold double doors. That way you can watch how many people cross towards B side and then you can make a decision whether you're going B or A. If you're playing in suicide, I found that the best corner that you can stand in if you're not getting boosted is to walk up this slight tile that is a bit higher and move more to the left so you see the double door fully. However, in my opinion, it's way better if you crouch, since CTs love to do the crouch peek. CTs can walk up close, crouch, and peek like so, and then once they peek out, they can see your head instantly. That's why instead I suggest crouching and just holding the angle like so. You might not see everyone crossing. That's why it's also way better in general to get a boost from your teammate. You can also get boosted up by your teammate so you can hold double doors from suicide. It's a very good position. You can just simply hold it and watch the entire cross. You can even watch the cross towards lower tunnel. That's why it's very effective if you get boosted. When it comes to playing middle, it's very easy. In the start of the round, you just need to focus on this angle first of all, because CTs love to push on eco and force buy rounds and even on some regular rounds by throwing mollies and other util. That's why before you peek middle, make sure to quickly clear this corner. And if you want to clear it a bit deeper, you can also crouch and check this area. After you clear this position, then you can focus towards middle's double door. Usually CTs stand in the left corner of the spot. However, make sure to clear all of the angles because CTs can stand in off angles as well. And before you move more to the right, when you're visible to short, just make sure to clear this area first, and then only can you focus towards short. You can peek short two ways. After holding this angle, you can move back and then prepare to pre-move your crosshair towards short, or you can instantly flick and crouch and lock in your crosshair so you don't get any recoil. The next step is usually to clear all of the corners from double door just to make sure that the AWP isn't standing towards this area or more towards the left. However, before that, you do need to move towards short, and that means that you do need to have it covered. I found that the best way to cover short is just to simply ask for one of your teammates to go lower and hold the angle consistently so you don't get pushed from short. Or instead, you can just molly yourself. You can throw a simple molly like so. Or if you want a deeper molly, you can also throw this consistent lineup that I've shown in previous videos. You just aim at the end of this wall aligned with the corner of the window, and then you have to run a few steps, make sure you don't hit the barrels, and then you left click jump throw. After you clear short, then you can safely and easily move towards the left side. Make sure to clear the angle slow, as if you spot a corner of the person, you can instantly flick and shoot rather behind the wall, or try to hit him in the corner. However, I found that the better way most of the time is to just slightly move towards the right and then shoot the enemy, because then you have a guaranteed contact. And sometimes CS2 agents don't render the bullets. That's why it really depends on what agent they're using. So instead, I suggest just slightly flicking towards the right and shooting behind the double door. After clearing the entire side of middle, then you can slightly move towards the right side, towards catwalk, and then you can rather pick the corner like so. You can also line up a simple flash if you line up with this arc and then aim at this wooden tile sticking out of the wall. I usually aim anywhere, but if you want a consistent lineup, you can aim at the corner where the shadows connect to one dot, and then you can left and right click throw at the same time. After that, you can quickly peek and clear the corner. However, make sure that no one is standing close so you don't get pushed and killed. If you want to clear that position, you can just simply throw this molly, aim at the end of this box and then throw. And if you want to peek double door by jumping up this box, then you can just throw a simple flash. You can line up a flash by aiming at this corner and then moving to the middle of this wall. It's a very consistent lineup. You don't need a very specific angle to throw it. You can throw the flash, jump up this box, and then peek. However, keep in mind that CTs love to peek these off angles and catch you off guard. That's why it's still better to smoke double doors. To smoke double doors, you can line yourself up with this simple jump throw smoke. You line up with the brick where the line is and then aim at this dot and then jump throw. This smoke is very good and consistent, and I showed it in previous videos. That's why you can always use it if you need it. After crossing catwalk, you can always look at this angle because CTs love to hold this angle with the AWP, and you can just stand there for a few seconds. And the AWP is also ideal to peek short. With the AWP you can clear several angles. You can check goose. You can also check default. You can also move to the left by clearing this angle, or then you can clear this angle, and you can clear every single angle manually one by one. If you are a solo with an AWP, you can also throw a manual flash for yourself to peek quicker like so. Or you can throw a less expected flash. The AWP is very good for holding short because it has a lot of long range positions and the small corners where you can definitely hit shots easier with the AWP. That's why if you are committing to short, it's very good if you have one player in this side. Whoever has the long spawn can also use the AWP just to peek long and try and get an entry kill. After running long, they can quickly peek out like so and then hold the angle. The timing will vary based on what position you had in your spawn. However, most of the time the CTs peek at the same time as the Ts do. CTs might be a millisecond faster. However, if you have the AWP, it doesn't stop you very much. You can clear a lot of positions in long. If you want, you can peek towards car and then shoot through the windows. These shots easily connect and can clear a lot of positions if someone is camping behind there. Combined with the molly, you can just simply throw it and then clear the entire corner itself. Peeking A side with the AWP is way better if you have a flash. However, another way of peeking long is to just quickly jiggle peek and try and clear the corner like so. After you clear it, then you can quickly peek out, and my ideal way of clearing positions is by crouching and then looking at this box, and then after you uncrouch, you slightly move towards the left. You can even crouch in this area just so you can dodge the bullet if someone tries to pre-fire your movements. And you can clear it one by one, however make sure to be prepared to flick CT because someone might peek out really quickly. After clearing the positions, you can move more towards the right corner like so. Then you can walk up this stairs and you can even watch this boost and you can see enemies' heads if they're standing there. And playing with the AWP is very good if you're just gonna hold and wait for your teammates to push into sight. With the AWP you can also hold a lot of flanks. For example, if you're the only one with the AWP, you can commit all of your 4 teammates towards long, and then you can hold double doors manually and also assist them if they need help. In post-plant scenarios, playing with the AWP is also very good because if your teammates plan for you, then you have a very easy win. If CTs don't have smokes, then you are guaranteed of winning the round if you just hit your shots. However, you can also go with your teammates because you can clear a lot of crucial positions. For example, you can clear elevator, then you can clear ninja, and then you can clear a lot of these small angles that are difficult for Ts to clear with AKs. You can also move back towards car and then aim lower at this wall and then pre-move your crosshair towards this area where CTs love to camp in with ops and other snipers and rifles. Then you can clear CT manually if it isn't smoked. And if you are playing from side, then you can rather hold short, or you can hold long if no one is holding it. If you smoke short, then you can focus more towards long. If long is being covered by your teammate, then you can also focus towards CT by holding it like so. Just make sure not to stand behind this car, because with the AWP it becomes very difficult since you can get pressured by a lot of bullets, and if you don't have any utility to counter it, then it becomes very tricky. That's why I suggest moving more towards the left and holding the corners like so, and you can manually peek slightly to the right until you see an opponent. After you shoot your shot, then you can back off. Instead of playing behind car, where if you miss your shot you have to crouch and then pray that you don't get spammed through the car. If you have very good close range fighting with the AWP, then you can also push towards short and hold the angles like so. You can rather hold it like this, or you can jump up this box and hold the angle like so. After you shoot your shot, then you can instantly back off towards goose, or you can back off towards default. Thank you everyone for watching the video. This was how to play AWP on Dust 2 as a T in CS2. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.